In this video, we'll look into a scenario in which Europe goes to war. Well, how will we make this? Well, Serbia declares war on Kosovo. Quickly, this leads to Albania joining, which quickly leads to Greece joining, which leads to Turkey joining, which leads to Macedonia joining, which leads to Bulgaria joining, which France decides to help its ally. Well, Germany joins this team. Britain joins the blue team. Well, Ireland joins the red team. Spain joins the red team. Portugal joins the blue team. Because they're blue. Baba dee baba poo. And then, well, this happens. Denmark, the glove in Europe, joins Germany because, well, smart idea. Well, Sweden joins that team. Finland's like, meh. No, I'm kidding. They join the blue team. Well, Estonia's like, yeah. Well, Poland's like Germany. Czechia's like Germany. Montenegro's like Albania. The Netherlands joins Germany. Well, Belgium joins France because, well, Luxembourg just falls. But we'll look at that later. Well, Italy is like, yeah, blue team. Last time they fought along France, how'd it go? Not really for them. Well, the Serbian Krajina uprises. Srpska uprises. Glory to Ukraine. Yeah. Yep. Well, now we have all these players involved. And Slovenia joins. Not Slovenia. Well, they join this team. Hungary joins the blue team because it's like, yeah, our old lands. Slovakia. No, Hungary doesn't join the blue team. Well, they go to war with Slovakia, Serbia, Romania, and Ukraine. They want to get back all their old lands. Yep, war. But only these nations are at war with Hungary. Ukraine joins the blue team because, well, duh. Not duh. But because look where Belarus joins. Well, if Belarus joins that side, now I'm confused. Yeah, I made a good pretend scenario, but I don't think that's how it would work out. Because, like, well, who does the first move? Well, France, of course. They push into the Rhineland. Denmark, well, Sweden invades. And within 2 hours, within actually 8 hours, they surrender. Which is not good for Germany. France is to its natural borders defended now. Well, I mean, Ireland, it's killed by Britain. But will the Irish allow this? No. The IRA stalemates it. Yep, the Irish Republican Army. Well, Iceland's like, why didn't I get involved in this war? Blue team. Well, yep. Let's pretend Belarus went to war with everyone. What? That's impossible, you may say. Yeah, for Belarus, you want to see how it goes? They push into Poland. They start their push into Ukraine. But you know what Ukraine says? No. Well, Belarus thinks. But Latvia's like, yeah, hate to break it to you, Belarus. Well, Lithuania is pushing into two fronts because, well, they're just trying. Well, Germany, which has lost a lot of its industrial might. Well, Belarus, which is in trouble. Hungary, which is like invading everyone. Yes, why not? Well, Hungary is mainly. Didn't join the blue team, but didn't join the red team. Well, Serbia quickly overruns Bosnia and overruns there. Well, the Balkan front, we should check that out. Well, let's see how the Balkan front's going. We'll go. And, well, everyone's dead. Oh, Switzerland. German population's like, oh, France, you can't invade us. Well, Poland prepares for an offensive into Germany with Czech Republic. Actually, Czech Republic, Czechia, whatever you call it. Well, they push down like this. Well, let's see what's going on in the north. Well, Sweden invaded Finland. Oh no. Sweden? Finnish troops managed to hold a defensive here because, well, what are they doing? Throwing Molotov cocktails. And, well, where there's Finnish troops, well, there's no falling. Well, Sweden does manage to push them a bit back. And they do also land here. And here, Finland just stalemates it. Sweden has lost hundreds of thousands of forces. Russia doesn't get involved because, well, should they? They're just supplying Belarus. Belarus needs to get a brain, I think. Well, from Kiev, Ukrainian forces push up. Well, the blue team. Well, Romania starts pushing into there. That's the reason Ukraine joined, was because Romania is under a dictator. And you know what that dictator wants? Greater Romania. Oh, they push into Ukraine. They're quick. And they tell Ukraine, if they get these lands, they will stop. Which Ukraine is like, sure, that's a good deal to me, said Ukraine, basically. And, well, guess who's one close stepper to forming pre-Annan borders? Well, them. Oh, Germany is suffering on every front, so Italy is now suffering. Well, they cross Rhine. The situation is dire for Germany. Well, Hungary continues its offensive into Slovakia. But in Poland, well, this is one way you could do a European civil war. Well, this is unrealistic. So I guess it doesn't matter how you do it. Maybe I'm just picking. And, well, France runs into Italy. France is being bombarded on the coast by, well, Britain. But Britain's not doing as good. It's like something's missing from Britain. And they push in. They quickly send a treaty to Austria. Well, they managed to keep Vienna. But not for long, because, well, Germany has mandated conscription. Well, Hungary annexes even more land. Hungary's getting even closer. The Treaty of Trianon was just wrong, we can all agree on, I hope, because you can't take away 75% of someone's land. Regardless. Well, or reason Poland joined. Oh, Belarus made a big mistake. Look at Belarus. Split in two. This is how Poland got divided. Well, with French forces crossing the Rhine, Germany just mandated conscription. Well, Austria gets pushed back to here. And they push into Bavaria. Well, they take over Lower Saxony. Well, let's go to the north and see how Norway is doing. How is Norway making gains? Well, Finland's like Molotov cocktail, Molotov cocktail, Molotov cocktail. And Molotov cocktail! Okay, Finland. How's it going? Oh, Sweden. Well, I guess this is what happens when you don't fight a war for 200 years. Is Italy going to be Italy? No. Italy won't switch sides. Well, Hungary pushes into Slovenia and Croatia. Well, they quickly signed peace with the two. Hungary is reforming its former glory. Which is pretty well. Well, Hungary's goal is going well. Not so much for Serbia, because Croatia with the Hungarian forces are now. Hungary has completely joined the blue team. Well, Ukrainian forces do the same thing they did to Russia in real life. And you know what they do? Boom. Well, not that big gain. Well, biggest gain in the last few weeks of war. Yay, Ukraine. No, nobody managed to pull off an invasion of Turkey. But you know what they do now? The Greek forces. Well, I should have went over this already. Because, well, there's a big change here. Well, over that time, well, they lost Istanbul. But they got pushed here. But Greece is exhausted now. Which is bad. You know. Cyprus is Asia. Well, Turkey pushes Greece back. Well, With success against Sweden up north, Sweden withdraws starts pulling troops back, leading to a German victory. German forces crossed into southern Sweden. Denmark's government is reinstalled. Well, I feel like the war isn't going to go good for Poland. And then, well, Hungary says, no, I'm not going any further. It's Hungarian forces. They don't want to fight Poles. Polish forces. Well, Spain starts having problems when Galicia declares independence, Basque declares independence, and Catalonia, sending them into chaos. Well, Catalonia also gets the support of Catalans within France. And, well, they join the blue team. Well, Ireland manages to push Britain back and says, we will join the blue team if we get Northern Ireland, which Britain reluctantly says yes. And they pay war reparations, but Scotland says if they have fight for independence, they'll join the red team, but if they just get it, they'll join the blue team. So Britain's like, sure. Which leads to a large German pincher attack here. Well, the pincher is a success. The pincher attack is a success. They push back behind loads of French forces. Well, they manage to capture this area. Well, France loses morale, especially in the Italian campaign. A lot of desertions happen, which, if you're not careful, well, they get kicked out of Italy. Well, Belgium. Germany starts with a Schieffelin plan again. And their plan this time is push France. Well, Britain gains naval supremacy in the Channel and makes 2 landings. And then they land in Dunkirk. Yay. Well, Belgium is obliterated. France falls out of the Saarland. Which French morale is completely gone. You can imagine with a German successful campaign basically destroying all of her. Well, Poland readies for a final push into Germany, which takes Berlin, but Germany's like, yeah. German forces, but Germany does not lose morale. Well, Portugal, when Spain is having problems right now, well, Portugal somehow just partisans in Portugal are like, yeah, Spain, we're out of your rule. And a lot of Spanish people who want a good government flee to Portugal, Catalonia, Basque, and Galicia. But then they form the Spanish Workers' Party. No, it's a democratic socialist party, but, call themselves the Workers' Party. They figured out how to have democracy and communism combined. That's great. Well, Italy has a naval campaign with British forces and goes to success. Switzerland shows its weapons it's been hiding for 200 years, which is strategy. The north of France is taken. All of France's coast is taken. Well, then they encircle here. And well, The last of French resistance is crushed, which completely demoralizes the red team. While Germany's Schieffelin-like plan was a success, so they pincher attacked back their way in. Well, they pushed down towards Croatia. Hungarian forces push into Austria and Czechia. Well, Lithuania starts failing in its war. Oh, Lithuania's like, yeah, we're not losing. Well, they agree to a treaty in which they take less than what they wanted in exchange for keeping that land. Well, Poland not happy with this. Why would they be? Well, Sweden is like too nice to fight because their people hate fighting apparently now. And plus, if we're out of the fight, 200 years of neutrality. But Switzerland, on the other hand, never would have. Because, well, they can't. They're legit a bunker. And while they continue into Czechia, they kick Poland out. They push up. And then Poland falls apart. Well, they kind of surrender. Kind of fall apart. Well, they push into Romania. And they fall apart into Romania. They push into Montenegro. Well, Turkey, with Greece completely destroyed, pushes them out. Well, they push into Greece. And Bulgaria is like, who knew Bulgaria would pull Hungary? Get on its own side. They push in. Push into this part of Greece. Oh, they're a bit late because Turkey takes out Greece, Albania, Serbia, and Romania. Well, Bulgaria gets a little bit of land. Well, they do give land to Albania. They take these lands, and well, these lands, they're pretty proud of it. And they annex it. Annexation is pretty cool. You have to agree. Well, Kosovo and Albania unite. They don't take land from Serbia, because I was noticing land they give them. When they take land from Serbia, they get weird looking. But they do take land from Montenegro. Well, they did take land from Serbia. Maybe they don't listen. Or maybe what would happen isn't what I think. Well, forgot about one thing. Bulgaria looks like they were the smartest member of the red team. Well, that's it for the South Balkans. But you know, Turkey takes its expansionist lands. Ukraine. Hungary gets all of its war goals. Well, Hungary erased the Treaty of Trianon. Well, Croatia did lose land. Well, now to Ukraine takes a bit of the coast. Take a bit of Moldova and Moldavia from Romania, and they take half of Moldova. But mostly Transnistria, which is mostly populated with Ukrainians and Russians. Well, in real life, it's occupied by Russia. Well, Romania does pretty good. Well, Bosnia takes these lands. And Bosnia is strong now. Let's see what countries are done signing treaties. Well, not Ukraine. They're done with... Croatia, you're done with treaties. Slovenia's done with treaties. But Austria and Germany still have lands to gain. Germany gains specifically these lands. Austria gains these lands. Germany gains these lands. Oh, we have more countries done signing peace treaties. Well, Lithuania gets loads of land out of this, which is pretty great. Ukraine gets quite a bit of lands out of these wars. Belarus becomes, well, border gore, essentially. Well, I think it's starting to mess up the colors. I think it's when it's too close to the line, it gets messed up. Well, Eastern Europe is done signing treaties. Well, now let's go to Nordic lands. Oh, Germany gains even more lands here. The Danes gain these lands. The Norwegians gain these lands, and then a tiny bit to make this land better equipped. And then Finland gains lands. So, everybody up north gets mostly what they want. Well, it's a good thing the blue side wins. See, defenders always win. You have an advantage, I think, if you're a defender. And no, Norway, you don't annex Finland. Like, Norway. You know who else is done signing treaties? Ireland, these areas. This area. Oh, Germany is almost done. The Netherlands is almost done. Britannia is almost done. Sun never sets on the British Empire. Not true anymore, but was true. The Netherlands takes these lands. Well, Luxembourg joins Germany. They get these lands. Italy gets these lands. Portugal-Galicia gets these lands because they decided to form Portugal-Galicia. Basque gains these lands. Catalonia gains these lands. The rest is owned by the Workers' Party of Spain. Well, this treaty is essentially a great treaty. Portugal gets more land. Iberia isn't just one big blob. France is more diverse. Oh, I don't know why I turned them light blue. As they are independent. Well, France is done signing treaties. And well, everything's looking great. Wonder, what's your opinion on this matter? How do you think a European civil war would go? Who do you think would join who? What do you think would happen if, well, the world went to war? And Italy gains lands. And that's a lot. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. San Marino didn't get annexed by Italy. And the goal is to get to 30 subscribers for a special. And what do you think would happen? Thanks for viewing. I hope you have a wonderful day. Wild Mapper out.